happy.
You damn right. You damn
Well,
right.
how does that work?
It works just fine for me. Okay?
So she wants to put me out of her house.
Yes, you gonna get the stepping if you don't get your man come.
Do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
1 month ago.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too...
You would think that every single news outlet in the U.S. would be reporting that an entire country has been shut down. Nothing, not a single word about the fact that Italy has...
Yes, dolphins and whales, man. They are extraterrestrials, part of the nomos. This is exactly why it's illegal to communicate with them. Look it up. It's illegal to communicate with dolphins and whales, bro.
Check it out, family. 2026, the veil is gone. That's right. These streamers had access to live stream because of the Starlink. And this cave that y'all see...
All right, welcome back, y'all, to the Foundation. A1 Luck here, and you tuned into The Awakening, a channel where each one teach one and the truth shall set you free. Now, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And remember, anything in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now, without further ado, let's get woke, people.
Happy.
You damn right. You damn
Well,
right.
how does that work?
It works just fine for me. Okay?
So she wants to put me out of her house.
Yes, you gonna get the stepping if you don't get your man come up in here and create me a baby.
So then what am I supposed to do, Mom? You want me to out the house because of who I'm dating?
Yes, I do.
And then what am I supposed to do?
You do what you want to do when you out my house, but long as you in my house, you gonna have a decent relationship.
But the thing
this
is,
come
Mom,
from the old school, baby. The old school. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman procreate and they have babies, not a woman and a woman. Okay? Y'all can't have babies together. Don't you understand?
But she is a better partner than I've ever had in my entire life.
Not
but I'm
by
supposed
my
to be with
boogie
somebody
name.
that I don't want. But
Not by my
she
boogie
has
name.
treated me the best that I've ever had in my whole life, Mom. But you want me to go and settle and be with somebody that I don't love.
Yeah,
That's what you would prefer.
Guess what? You gotta grow to love people. Okay? You gotta get to know the person.
Okay.
Alright? You didn't even get no man no chance.
All right.
Right, but you gotta take time away from food. You know this. A lot of people don't want to fast, but fasting, I keep on saying, is good. But I'm gonna tell you what happened when you fast. On the first day you fast, you'll think that you're hungry, right? But nothing really happened. The second day, right, as the hunger continues, you know that you get like pains in your stomach, and you think you're hungry again. But on the third day, your body is so hungry it gotta eat, so it start eating itself. But the thing is, it's not eating good things, it's eating bad cells that did not work, right? Here's the thing, as soon as they eat them, it's replacing them with new ones, so the body is healing itself based off of you fasting.
You want to know something else I done noticed? Is when you somebody who don't do shit but tell the truth, motherfuckers don't like you because of that. Like, a lot of people will just not like you just because you tell the fucking truth. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I be trying to tell people this shit all the time. 95% of the shit you believe is a fucking lie. We live in a world of deception and lies. It's so much shit the average person believes that's just bullshit, and they don't even realize it. It's like Plato's allegory of the cave. You don't even realize what you believe in is some fucking shadows on the wall. That ain't even real reality. And it's wild. Cause when you really be a truth teller, they don't like your ass. They like the lying motherfuckers. They like the motherfuckers that believe in the delusions and shit. People like that shit. And that perfectly explains why I've never felt like I've belonged my whole life. It perfectly explains why even as a jit, as a 3-year-old, I used to be angry all the time. It's like God put me here and already let me know that I knew something was off about this world. From a jit, I already knew this shit ain't right. Something ain't right here. And I ain't talking about God in no fucking Christian Catholic religious way. I ain't talking about it like that. Just God. The purest form of energy itself that is the creator of all things. It's like I knew from a jit, this shit ain't right, bro.
There's a story that caught our attention. We're talking about a number of U.S. scientists, some connected to very sensitive research, who have died or disappeared. Let's break down what we know so far. We're going to start with Carl Grillmar. Carl Gromar, pictured here, was an astrophysicist at Caltech. He worked on a NASA-supported space telescope project and infrared systems. Now, he was shot and killed at his home just 2 months ago. Then there's Frank Maywald. He was a senior scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, focused on advanced satellite systems, and he died nearly 2 years ago, but his cause of death has never been made public. Meanwhile, Monica Reza also reportedly connected to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab project. She went missing last summer while hiking in California. No trace. It keeps going. There's William McCaslin, a retired Air Force general. He too is missing. He's a former head of Air Force Research Lab and oversaw advanced space and surveillance programs. He's been missing since February. Reports say he once oversaw funding connected to a project that also included Monica Reza. Now, there's more. To New Mexico, Melissa Casais. She has been missing since last summer. She worked at Los Alamos National Lab. She had an administrative role, but reportedly also had security clearances. Just months earlier, she went missing, so too did Anthony Chavez, also connected to Los Alamos, an engineer. He disappeared during a walk. No signs, no answers. And then finally, there's Nuno Loureiro. You remember Nuno Loureiro? He was the MIT researcher focused on nuclear fusion and was shot and killed in his Massachusetts home last December. It was the case of the Brown shooter. It's a separate case with no confirmed links to the others. But here's the key point. Authorities have not connected these cases, but look at the overlap. The same handful of institutions, NASA, Air Force Research, Los Alamos Laboratory. So, could they be connected? Or is this something else entirely?
All right, y'all, first clip, what y'all think about that mother kicking her daughter out because her daughter basically chose to be with a female instead of being with a male figure? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think she should kick her out? Do y'all think she should live and teach her more to life, or show her a better way? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And for the second clip, yeah, we all need to take time to fast. That's basically it, man. Like, for all that these people is feeding us and what we being fed, we need to take time out to just clean the inside of our bodies, you know? I believe we all need that, because no matter how good you try to eat, like, nothing that we being served is really all that good, really, you know? And remember, everything I'm saying is for educational and entertainment purposes only, all right, y'all? But yeah, being fed is good for us, so we need that fasting just to kill all these parasites that's inside our bodies that we don't know about, all right? And then for the third clip is like, basically, he's saying we live in a world of deception, which I think nobody cares for the truth, nobody believes in the truth no more, nobody knows what the truth or want to know what the truth is. Everybody just go on about what makes them comfortable in life or what floats their boat, you know? Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. And the fourth clip is the clip where all these scientists end up missing or dead. I don't know what y'all think is going on here. These are scientists, so it's either you know, I don't know. Y'all think they being kidnapped? Y'all think somebody's the higher up somehow is doing something to them? I don't know, but for all these scientists to end up dead or missing, there got to be something there. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section.
Do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too simple. Again, everyone always has to think there's more to the story. Well, sometimes there's not. I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team. I've seen it all.
Evil. She is evil. When I watched that, I went, she's evil. I am so infuriated watching that back because she's lying. She's objectively lying and she's acting. She was told to say that to make people believe that she had access to something that we didn't, right? It was because of that clip that when I went into meet with her, I was going, oh, okay, maybe she has something that the public doesn't. I spoke to her, I've been in touch with the lawyers, I've seen the autopsy report, and then I sit down with her 72 hours later, and she tells me, and her lawyer confirms to me, that they have nothing more than what the public has seen. In fact, her lawyer went through great lengths to explain to me that that's just not the way it works. Of course they don't have anything more. He explained to me very carefully that it wasn't the right time for them to have any more evidence, that the investigation was just beginning. And so right now, their guys are going out and they're going to look for evidence. And then by May, which is fortunately around the corner, then she'll see what they found. So what the F is that performance? How could you sit up there and say, yes, I 100% believe Tyler Robinson did it? That right there is why it is impossible for me to think that Erica Kirk is not complicit somehow. Because what wife, with no more evidence, she's lying, like I said, she told me, I spoke to the lawyer too. He said he didn't know anything more. What wife would not say, I have no idea? I'm looking forward to seeing the evidence as much as anybody else is. Of course, maybe there could be more people out there. What's that? That is her being coached and sent to delude the public into believing that there was more and it wasn't so clear-cut when she knew that it wasn't. Evil. That's evil. And everybody involved in this on the Turning Point side, they're terrible actors just like her. And I'm going to include Frank Turek in that, who just recently went back to UVU. And he was very snippy with the audience. One person tried to say they heard the shot come from a different direction. He shut them down because they've already decided the narrative. He's not interested in getting to the bottom of what other people heard and know and could have been privy to. He shut that down. But it's also interesting that he communicated to them where Erica was the moment that she found out, or who she was with, rather, the moment that she found out that Charlie was dead. Take a listen.
We're all standing in the hall. Doctor comes out. I can't get this voice out of my head. He's dead. No, I'm sorry. No, we tried everything with the tenderness of a brick. He's dead. I need to talk to Erica. Mikey's on the phone going. Somehow Mikey pulled himself together, called who needed to be called, asked the doctors all the hard questions, got a plane to get Erica. Stacy Sheridan, friend of Erica, was with her. Catherine LaCastro, another amazing TPUSA employee, was with her.
You know, it's just super interesting because Justin told me he arranged all the planes that day. So I don't know how Mikey arranged, what Justin arranged, or who's telling the truth. Does it even matter anymore? But at least, you know, it confirms that she was with Catherine LaCastro and Stacy. Catherine's this super young girl. And Stacy, when did Erica...
Yes, dolphins and whales, man. They are extraterrestrials, part of the nomos. This is exactly why it's illegal to communicate with them. Look it up. It's illegal to communicate with dolphins and whales, bro. It's illegal, but the question is why? And the answer to that is because they know we have a direct telepathic communication with them. Look at the picture down below. That's how they look in their true form. That's exactly how the nomos, species of the dolphins and the whales, look in their true form. That's the honest truth that they hear from you. So this is exactly why it's illegal to communicate with them. And we have a telepathic direct connection with them. So, you know, we could be getting certain answers from their ass, man. They could be telling us certain things to help with our genetics, communicating with them, and they know that. So that's why they made it illegal to communicate with them. You'll get locked up if you get caught communicating with dolphins and whales, bro. This is the honest truth about them. They are very intelligent, very smart. And they knew the truth about the, you know, nomos species of the dolphins and the whales. So they had to make it in their man-made law illegal to communicate with them. Because they know the truth behind it. The connection that we share with them dolphins and the whales, man. Think about the movie Free Willy. Think about that. That's an example of the connection we have, man. That's exactly why it's illegal. And that's how they look like in their true form, man. Look at the picture. That's exactly how they look in their true form. So we're here to remember today. And that's exactly why it's illegal to communicate with them. But on that note, I'm out. Ashe.
Alright, y'all. How y'all feel about that? Candace Owens doesn't believe what Erica Kirk is basically saying or nothing, you know. I guess she's trying to point fingers without really getting the research and what they got from their lawyers to really let them build something to see what they got. She's just ready to throw the flag in and get it going and point the fingers. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. And the second clip is the dolphins, man. What y'all feel? Do y'all believe the dolphins is part of extraterrestrial beings that's called the nomos? Do y'all believe that's why they don't want us to communicate with dolphins and whales at all, really? Because they do have a form and a way to communicate with us. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section.
If we shut down, the government shut down. Okay? We've been working for the government when the government is supposed to work for us. Paying $3,000 to live is not a flex. Working a 9 to 5 is not a flex. Going to school to get a degree to be put in debt is not a flex. It's not a flex. But this is what we know. Because this is what we've been programmed to think. This is what we've been programmed to do. And now we think that this is the way to live. And this is why they keep us in struggle mode. This is why they keep us in survival mode. Free food is a flex. Just existing is a flex. We have to pay. We're paying to exist. But if we shut down, they shut down. But this is power that we've given to them long ago. Our ancestors gave them this power over us, over our minds, over our lives, over our spirits, over our souls, over our existence. And we're still giving them power. How do we take back our power? We shut down. We stop depending on them. And we start depending on ourselves and each other. This is hell. This story about heaven and hell. If you do this, you're going to hell. If you do this, if you don't do this, you're going to heaven. You're not going to heaven. And this is hell. We're already in hell. This story that they've told us, or these myths that they've created about hell being a burning lake of fire and you burn for eternity. No, we're already in hell. The hell that they've created for us here on earth. So we're already here. The goal is to find our way out. The goal is to get to heaven. What is our heaven? Our heaven as being human beings, okay? We're spiritual beings, right? But we're physical beings, right? We're all physical beings.
That one was a tough one, but I ain't gonna say too much. But let me know how y'all feel. Like, do y'all believe like this is something that should be done or that we need to be doing? Like, if we shut down, the whole government will shut down, and therefore we'll have to they'll have to reformulate everything, and like we'll have basically probably a new beginning. Who knows? But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section.
You would think that every single news outlet in the US would be reporting that an entire country has been shut down. Nothing, not a single word about the fact that Italy has been completely shut down. Everything has come to a standstill because they are fed up that no one is doing anything about Gaza. The EU specifically, they have decided that they are going to come out, workers, unions, locals, The police, the dock workers, ports have been shut down, schools have been shut down, government offices shut down, and no one is reporting it. It's not on CNN. It's not on Yahoo. Social media is the only place where you are seeing that information. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is crazy, and it says a lot. They don't want us to know this information. But yeah, Italy, completely at a standstill. The largest Gaza protest by any country to this point, and they are calling it out for what it is. They are like, we are not in support of this genocide, because that's exactly what it is. And I know a lot of people are afraid to say it. They don't want their account to be banned. I don't give a crap, because it's wrong. It is wrong on so many levels. But yeah, Italy shut down. Go look it up.
This is all ours, man. Took it from us in cold-blooded jealousy. And now it's coming back. But as it's coming back, we must protect everything with an iron fist, so that we never fall in frequency ever again. We will never fall in frequency ever again. We will never allow ourselves to fall that low ever again. They had one time to get us there. We'll never go back. I guarantee you that. But don't go run out and panic when you see wars and hear rumors of war. Don't do that. Don't panic when they come with the food shortage. Don't do that. We're going back to nature. The planet coming back to nature. And we protected everything with an iron fist.
So what we see is many people who are African people who talk about they can't stand the sunshine, they can't stand the heat. They come in contact with a substance that has bound itself to the melanin molecule, where the melanin molecule is not functioning normally anymore. So the key here is not an inability to be able to deal with sunlight and to deal with high temperatures, but we're looking at a toxic reaction. So therefore that means that with as long as the air is circulating in here, our body will normally give off this heat through perspiration. We can be active, etc., and still be comfortable. Air conditioning is not something that is a natural need for us. And it's very interesting because when we expose ourselves to this, the first thing that we notice is an incapacity to move. And when I say that is that the first thing that people want to do is that they want to sit down. They don't want to do anything. And then they find out they can't get up after they sat down in that for so long. So it brings about rigidity, stiffness, the loss of mobility, etc., which is a dis-ease state. It brings about a dis-ease state. And when you think about it, it does the exact same thing that it would do to water. Water, when it's in its normal state, is fluid. It'll go in any direction that it is exposed to unless you contain it, which is how your body's supposed to be. As soon as you drop the temperature, what happens? It gets stiff, rigid, and fixed. And that's the same effect that any whole environment has on us. We are not supposed to be stiff, rigid, and fixed.
Check it out, family. 2026, the veil is gone. That's right. These streamers had access to live stream because of the Starlink. And this cave that y'all see, this is Antarctica, family. Antarctica. And this cave was formed 3 weeks ago, and they the first group to show us in live time on phonograph. Shit is crazy. Let's check out the video.
Oh yeah, this one might beat yesterday's because I like the cave. Right. And the tight opening.
And the columns, it's like a cathedral.
This is natural.
Wow. That's crazy looking.
Because look at the way the ice spikes out. That looks like it's intended. Yeah, it looks like a cathedral.
There's a Yeti in there.
No, it's natural though.
Is it really? Yeah.
What, the cave is new?
The cave, yeah.
How new?
I would say 3 weeks. Not 3 weeks.
So we're like one of the first people to see this.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's sick. Patagonia is truly
man, see, just speaking about a shutdown. Look at that. The whole of Italy is shut down right now. Is this true? Did anybody look it up? Could anybody dig into that to see? But I've seen a few clips that said that, so I don't know. It's probably happening, but this is basically like the last clip. Do y'all think this is something that Americans need to be doing, that we need to be doing in the U.S. as well as they doing in Italy? Because the whole place is shut down, and as you can see, nothing moves if the people don't move, you know? But let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. In the second clip, Rashad Jamal basically saying, you know, like, it's like this, like for the trauma that we go through and for whatever purpose of this life was that we went through, saying it will never happen again after we basically defeat the elites or reformulate, reorchestrate this whole thing. It will never happen again. Basically, the lies and nothing, like, we'll all be awoke and smart. I believe that too. Like, this shit, man, we got to see to it. Not like this would never ever happen again. If this is what it's like, nah, this is not it. And for the third clip, sitting in the cold, well, we all should know that, because this way you get your back problems and your arthritis and your bones start cramping up on you when you sit in the cold too long, even when you sit under the AC too long. But what y'all feel like? Do y'all feel like this coldness is really meant for anybody? Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. In the fourth clip, now that they could do this Wi-Fi out in Antarctica and stuff or whatever, do with ice walls, is that, do y'all see, like, do y'all believe that was a real footage of him seeing a hole that just came through the ice walls? So it's a big gap, big hole there. I don't know if they're gonna go through. I want to see what's on the other side, but do y'all believe that that clip was real? And if y'all, and how many of y'all would travel probably to try to go through that hole and see? But thank God for Wi-Fi out there now, so I guess more things could be revealed to us now, you understand? But yeah, it's crazy, but let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section.
An old granite dam built in Valhalla, New York, in Westchester County. Conveniently the same county that Tarrytown, New York exists in, I believe, where the Rockefellers have their castle mansion. I can't think of what it's called. Yeah. What's that? Oh my goodness. Okay. I need some people who know some things about some lore to tell me what she or he is. The water used to come out of their mouth, all the way down, and then I guess recycled. Huh. Okay. Look at. Please share this with people that, you know, would like to see this.
The Palace of Versailles. France. 1680? 1700s? I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like a long time ago to be building something like this. Who does this make sense to? Come on. Looks Romanesque. Come on, man. Sound off. Who are these people, man? Who does this make sense to? So let me get this straight. You said come to Europe and go back further in time with less technology, and they built this, right? But in the 60s, we landed on the moon in America. In 2026, we circle the moon. Because what, are we afraid? Or are we getting lied to? Come on, man. Let's get into it, man. You could burn your history books. It's all BS and nonsense after this. Are we in Rome? Are we in Greece? No, we're in Versailles. No, we're not. They don't wear helmets like that. And where they got lions? There's lions in France? In the 1600s, maybe. Make it make sense. I'm always talking about pigeons, but crows get me too. Sorry, Mr. Crow. What is this? What were you doing back there? Yeah, it's where they drank from the water fountain. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that answer. Look at these bricks. Look at this place, man. What is this from? What's that dome over there? We're going to get into it all. What can we see from 3 Point Land? Horses, same stuff we see all over America, but in Europe. Yeah, that's where they came from. I thought they came from Italian Italian Masons. Is that a line already? Damn right. We're going to get to that too. On a beautiful day in France, man. The Palace of Versailles? I'm probably butchering it, but what are you going to do? Make it make sense.
Alright, y'all, reached the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And remember, anything in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, alright? And y'all know before we leave, I gotta leave y'all with them words. Who can't hear must feel. Those that feels it, knows it. And once you know better, you do better. And then the truth shall set you free. I'm out.